I just went and looked online and I just saw something that just blew my mind. Um, as soon as I get through doing this stream, I'm gonna have to hit Bill up and I'm gonna have to text Bill. And this is just real talk. Bill and Devin Haney may need to threaten Ryan Garcia with legal litigation if he tries to pull out of this fight. Instead of Ryan Garcia focusing on this fight with Devin Haney and trying to train and getting prepared for this fight, this dude is tweeting talking about, well, you know what, I'll go fight Sean O'Malley in MMA if Dana White writes me a big enough check. So he already got his mind focused somewhere else versus trying to focus on Devin Haney. And he's also showing me signs that he isn't confident that he's going to win this fight. This is just textbook Ryan Garcia being Ryan Garcia. I mean, this didn't take long at all. So now he's trying to get out of the fight with Devin Haney, and that's just basically what he's doing. From, talking about locations and all this kind of stuff. You know what? It'll be funny if they call this bluff and say, okay, we'll relocate the fight back to Las Vegas. And then Ryan Garcia still complains about something. He just trying to get out of this fight. He just trying to get out of this fight. At the end of the day, you just can't trust Ryan Garcia because he has a history of doing this stuff, pulling out of fights, talking about mental illness and all this kind of stuff, just so you can feel sorry for him. But I'm starting to think that he don't have the confidence, and I think reality has hit him that this is going to be a very difficult fight for him. But he has a chance of winning. He has a puncher's chance of winning. He might could overwhelm Devin Haney with his power. But now this dude is sitting up talking about MMA. MMA. That came out of nowhere. Bro, you should be focused on Devin Haney. That's the task at hand. Why are you worried about Sean O'Malley? Why are you attaching yourself to Sean O'Malley? Why are you worried about Dana White? And if you think I'm lying, he tweeted this. And this is what Coach Lopez was talking about. He was insinuating that he don't believe that Ryan Garcia is going to go through with this fight. He believes that Ryan Garcia is going to pull out of this fight. That's what Coach Chris Lopez was talking about. Go look at the brief interview that I did with him. Ryan Garcia can't be trusted. And like I said before, if he tries to pull out of this fight to try to go fight MMA, I would have that fight tied up in court if I'm Bill and Devin Haney, and I would sit up there and threaten him with legal action. Because at the end of the day, they were already negotiating a possible fight with Adrian Broner that was going to take place in the ATL. But then Ryan Garcia circled back and said, okay, well, I want the fight after all. Now, all of a sudden, he's threatening and looking like he's going to try to find a way out of this fight again, yet a second time. So how can you trust a guy like Ryan Garcia if he continues to not be a man of his word and continues to pull out of fights? He doesn't have the confidence that he wants you guys to believe. And I think this would be really chicken shit of Ryan Garcia if he did something like this. I know I requested an interview with him through Golden Boy, but if they choose not to grant me an interview, then that's fine. But you got to ask these guys these type of questions like, dude, why are you sitting up here talking about MMA, bro? You got a boxing match to be worried about. You shouldn't even be thinking about MMA. You shouldn't be thinking about Dana White. You shouldn't be thinking about Sean O'Malley. You need to be thinking about Devin Haney. That's who you need to be worried about. Ryan Garcia is doing everything in his power to pretty much sabotage this fight. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. He's doing everything in his power to torpedo this fight. Complaining about everything. You didn't set up here begged for this fight after basically pulling out of the first negotiation that was going to take place in Saudi Arabia, possibly in April. Then you say, "Oh, I'm gonna go fight Rolly. That's a bigger fight. Go sell go sell your whatever 50,000 pay-per-views fighting um Richardson Hitchens, and you talking about that Devin needs you more than you need him." Not really, because basically when Floyd and them did a number on you, basically used you only and played you, talked you out of that fight, only to basically set up a fight with Rolly and Pitbull Cruz. You came crawling back to Devin Haney, and Eddie Hearn said, "Okay, well, I want the fight." And then once again, they pull out of a fight. They basically stop negotiations with Adrian Broner and then some other people in mind to basically say, "Okay, we'll do this fight." Now all of a sudden, you trying to find a way out of this fight. Can you imagine? And for real, I mean, let's just keep it a buck. Could you imagine if Ryan Garcia was a brother and did this? They would be ripping him to shreds. And this is one of the double standards that I don't like in boxing. If he was black and did this type of and be talking this time, they would be going after him. They would be going after him. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm gonna say what I want to say. This is just absolutely absurd. I mean, Ryan Garcia don't know what the hell he want to do. Listen, man, if you are not confident you can win this fight, or you don't think that you cut out for boxing, bro, just do everybody a favor and just go away, retire. Just go away, dude. You wasting everybody's time. You wasting your time. You wasting the Haney's time. You wasting Oscar De La Hoya's time. You wasting Matchroom's time. You wasting the fans' time. If you feel like you ain't cut out for boxing, then bro, just retire. Save everybody the heartache and the trouble, bro. Don't have people sitting up here making plane reservations and hotel reservations, to come see this fight only for you to weasel your way out of this fight. Just a real weak move, man. Just weak. Like, what are you in this for, dude? Obviously, you ain't in it for the glory. Because you just keep circumventing ways to try to maneuver around certain aspects pertaining to this fight. You just complaining about everything. You complaining about, this dude just complained about everything. And then this dude sit up here and tweet out of nowhere, "Oh, I'll fight Sean O'Malley if Dana White writes me a big enough check." Like, dude, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? And when it was posted on Fight Hype, people was making excuses saying he just needs to focus on Devin Haney. Nah. Can you imagine if Devin Haney did something like this and was talking about, come on, man, let's just stop this stuff, man. Like for real. Ryan Garcia need to go away, man. If he feel like he can't handle this, if he feel like he is not mentally there to fight, retire. Save everybody the trouble of even thinking about you. Just go away. You'll be a distant memory. People will forget about you like pretty much overnight, because you really done nothing in boxing to solidify yourself anyway, except get stopped by Tank Davis. Like I said, I'm just starting to see Ryan Garcia just don't believe in himself, and that's just the bottom line. He don't believe in himself as a person. He don't believe in himself as a fighter. Keep in mind, Ryan Garcia didn't had a few trainers since he began his boxing career. That says a lot too. So there you have it. I just wanted to put that out there. Anyway, appreciate you guys. I'm out.